Did our tuition go? Are you fucking kidding me? Ooh, man, it's hard out here in these streets. You got engineers eating moths. God damn. Your name is Randy Moth for now.
Yo, what the fuck? Why do I keep getting nicknames around here, alright? Fucking Pillow Talk out here calling me the goddamn Ice Queen and shit.
Yo, go deep, Randy Moth.
Absolutely not.
So gross. God dang, Randy Moth, my dude, man. I got your jersey, man.
Whenever you get a minute, can you send me a link to the podcast so I can text it to somebody?
Like the one that's just you got sagging right now.
Oh shit!
Wasn't enough.
It's never enough.
He's like, I'm not built on 4 Cuban links. I need more links. Shout out to Raekwon. I need more links.
They put me in Facebook jail. It's not enough.
Not enough.
What more do you want from me, Zuck?
Oh shit, we're live already.
You made me change my name. You made me change the time that we have to podcast on a Saturday because you made me change my name because I couldn't get into my fucking account to do this podcast earlier. What do you want from me, Zuck? What more do you want from us?
That shit was wild. Welcome to another edition of the Dark Hour, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today?
We didn't even get.
I wasn't even done with my fucking
exactly.
rant.
Chill out.
Oh,
You know
I'm
what
sorry.
I
I thought
mean?
you were
They
still
put me
emotional.
behind bars, Zuck.
You still emotional?
No, I'm done now. Fuck Zuck. But yeah, I'm done now.
Well, welcome to another edition of the Dark Hour. We're gonna try that one more time. To my right, we have my boy Derek Thompson here. Over here, you have yours truly, Jamie Chinatown Wilson, and I think we have somebody new on the ones and twos. I think it's was it Dwayne?
Shut the fuck up.
Mr. Dwayne Rutherford on the ones and twos, ladies and
That's the
gentlemen.
most appropriate name ever. Dwayne, shut the fuck up. I like that name. I'll buy your album. I like that. Kids, you're listening, buy that album.
Yo, cop the mixtape. Check out the traveling
Yo, get it from my boy Daquan. You know he's got it.
Why have you Daquan though?
Hey man, he said, "Fuck me, you know I got it." All right, hey Daquan, I feel you, bro.
Yo.
Keep him pumping out here. But you know, honestly, like this has been a very, very tough week in America.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, for all of my friends that are parents out there, man, just tell your kids that you love them every day, because you never know what can happen once you leave your home. If you haven't learned anything this week, tell people you love that you love them, because people, man, life is not a guarantee, man.
Yo, I just don't understand, bro. Like, what makes somebody? How do you have that much hatred, like, in your heart? Like, how do
Honestly, it's a cry for attention. But like, I keep trying to. We've been beating around the bush about mental health issues on this podcast now for the past 4 weeks. At some point, we're going to have an episode where we just throw all jokes aside and address mental health issues in this country, because it's that serious to where I can devote a podcast to it.
But we always talk about it as though it's like a mental health issue, like he's sick or something. Like,
No,
at
if you
some point-
no. Before you even go there, I know where you're about to go. You think this shit isn't formulated?
I have no idea.
You've got to be crazy. Lemmings are, trust me, to create lemons, it's all a formula. It is.
So, why is it though that, like, what about him? What made people think mental health? Like, what was the, like, what part of whatever?
Let's see.
Did or his
We'll
behavior?
we'll go the nice route. His mom, if you saw like the transcript or dispatcher transcript of how many times she had to call the police on her own son, it's in like the 30 to 40 times, maybe 50 times in the past 2 or 3 years.
Which that's a whole nother issue though.
No.
Like
It's not. That's a part of this. I mean, it's a variable. Yes, I get it. It might seem obscure, but it fits the grand scheme of things.
right.
Like, people are overlooking things that they shouldn't overlook. Like, if there's telltale signs, instead of them being telltale signs, why don't you tell somebody the sign that you saw?
Right.
Like, that's the problem I have right now, is that people see things and they gloss over them. Like, okay, I think it's suspicious, but yet, you know what? I ain't gonna say them because I don't want to be the one.
I don't want to be the
rat.
one. I don't want to be the snitch. I don't want to be the one that has to.
I'm sorry. 17 children, 17 people lost their lives. Period. You had, a couple of brave adults who took bullets for other people's children.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to that coach. His name was
Not just that, there was multiple adults in that situation who gave their lives for those kids.
Right.
And they didn't hesitate.
Absolutely. Which the only one that I know of for certain was I think it was like the football coach.
Yeah, one was a football coach. One was I think it was a U.S. Navy retired guy. I guess he. So yeah, you got somebody who was in active duty, who went to war, who was there working on the campus as well, who gave his life.
Which, man, shout out to those people. Like
that's noble to me. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not trying to give out awards because honestly, nobility in a situation like that, I mean, it's expected by someone, but I don't want to be sitting around giving out stars, cupcakes, candies, and awards for that because they gave the ultimate sacrifice for someone else's child, but they don't want the acclaim and awards for it. All they cared about was the kids being safe.
Right.
And to me, that's an award enough. I don't want to. I want them to be known way more than the perpetrator, aka or the killer. I won't even mention his name on the podcast because of it.
Right.
Because he deserves no more shine.
Absolutely. But at the same time, the thing to me about that, because everybody says they would be that hero. Like if you talk about it right now, I would love to say in that situation I could do the same thing, but we've seen it. You've seen it time and time again. When it comes time to put up, a lot of people bitch out.
Trust me, I saw it at my restaurant twice this week.
What you mean?
Exactly what I just said. People who talk tough and then things go down, they're the first ones to back out of the way and be sorry as fuck.
Absolutely.
Can't stand that. Please, if you're gonna be a tough person, talk all that tough guy talk. When tough situations happen, don't be the bitch in the background.
Right.
Don't claim to be the star of the video and then be puffy behind me.
Take that. That's facts, though.
I can't stand that, man. It's so bravado to me and misogyny. It bothers the hell out of me these days. It's too many fake tough dudes. There's too many fake tough girls. It's like
too many keyboard warriors out here.
It's dumb because when they face for situations, they bitch up.
Right.
I mean, they get the jokes for real, and it's crazy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You had all that mouth until the shit happened. Absolutely. There's nothing worse in this town, and this town is so cliquish. People talk so much shit behind each other's backs in this city, but when you see people face to face, with that lie, with the smile on their face, like they're all cool and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, if that bitch heard you said 5 minutes ago, she'd choke your ass the fuck out, but you don't have any bearings.
Right, exactly. And I don't understand how. Like, to me, it's worse. Like, if you say it to somebody's face, you just being honest, you mean it, blah, blah. But when you say it behind somebody's back, you're, putting it on the internet, you're doing it.
This guy, who the perpetrator in his situation, kids have known him since middle school who said he's been mentally deranged and had these outlandish thoughts and ideas. Like, this has been known now. He's 19. Since the time he was 13. I mean, how many fucking warning signs do you need to know? Maybe this kid might be a little bit off kilter. Let's try to get him some help so maybe we can not just prevent him from hurting himself, but others as well. Because he was a child.
Absolutely. But that brings me to my next thing is, how many times does somebody have to call the police on you? How many times do you have to be reported as potentially being mentally ill before we say you should not be able to buy a weapon?
And I'm going to go back to something I said 2 podcasts ago, and I mean this wholeheartedly. If you're a guidance counselor on any campus in America and you're dealing with in secondary schooling, if I offend you with this, I apologize ahead of time, but I'm not changing how I feel about it. There should be an assessment done every semester if you're in block scheduling or every 9 weeks of every child.
I agree.
So we can start taking more assessments of the way children's development's going. So we can start with early childhood development and behavior, and it grow into adolescence, into preteens and teens. We can monitor it as we go. Right. To not make every child a case study, but yet to be observed. There's a way to do it where it still has tact in its class and it's not invasive. Right. We got to figure that out.
But at the same time, because my issue again with the situation is we observed that this kid had an issue. Yes, that's the way to prevent a lot of the issues that these students are having. But at the same time, once we realize this kid had an issue, at what point does that get a ding in his file or something that becomes a red flag? Like, where did this weapon come from?
If I have a child and they're like, hey, I'm going to school with a guy who I think might hurt somebody or might hurt a whole bunch of us, fucking red flag. I'm going to be the red-eyed teacher, parent coming down there. upset because I need to figure this hell out.
No, I'm talking about like how did he get the weapon? I'm talking about the fact that we have somebody that was mentally ill that was able to buy a gun.
Easily, it's America. You can get a weapon in this country faster. You can get a meal in certain places. Depends on where you live at.
God,
That's confirmed.
Absolutely, bro.
Now, I'm not trying to say some ill shit, but some of us who grew up where you grew up in poverty or in nice neighborhoods, access to weapons is not that hard.
Yeah.
It just isn't. I'm just not trying to be a dick about it. It's real. The arms race in this country is done mostly on the black market. Anytime you hear anything else other than that, you're lying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't get the obsession with weapons. Like I'm
Absolutely, because people want to feel empowered. You got to think about it. If you're weak minded and weak bodied, but you can get that over there that you know you can body somebody with, you gonna take the advantage.
Yeah, and I get that, but like how did an entire culture? Because there other countries aren't like this. How did an
What do you
entire
mean?
culture to that level where we have like America as far as guns go, like people personally owning guns? Like America's by far
Because we took the Second Amendment and ran with it way too far.
way too far. And I like guns.
We ruined the Second Amendment. When it was initially made, it was not meant for what it is today. It's outdated.
Close.
It's outdated. It really is. But it's a whole other conversation because then we have to go into reform. And you know what reform means? Reform means renew. You don't want to reform because traditionalist ideas get changed, and if you renew them, they become liberal ideas.
Right.
And that's your conservative versus your so-called liberal people.
Right. But to me, with that idea, so when I was in school, I learned that, and this is one of those, I'm looking back on it now, it's kind of how they spew American pride into the learning system. But I was told time and time again that the beauty of the American system is that our Constitution has the ability to be amended. So our laws can be flexible based on what is happening in our country at the time. That's why, at a point women weren't allowed to vote, and we changed that. Because progress happened, we moved forward. So to all these people that
our Constitution can be amended, but yet our statutes can't?
We can amend anything. An amendment can change anything. If you write the right amendment, you can change anything.
To an extent.
To an extent, yes. But whenever people bring up because the second amendment is just that. It's an amendment. So whenever people bring up the fact that I'm trying to be serious and this dude's over here clowning. You see what I deal with Stretch? Can we get him? Can we get him on the leash? Mute his mic or something. No, but anyways, all I'm saying is, if it has the ability to be changed for that reason, like, why do we still hang on to the fact that, well, the founding fathers wanted this, so we're gonna hang on to that? I'm sorry, they're dead.
Second of all, the fact that they separated the church and the state, and we seem to bring them back together, that's not what the founding fathers wanted, because that was not a part of it.
Right.
I think in God We Trust didn't get added to our money until the early 50s?
It didn't get added to the under God part of the Pledge of Allegiance didn't get added until later on.
Yeah, it was even in the preamble of the Constitution.
Right. So why do we pick and choose what we want to hang on to from the founding fathers? Like, I get that they are to be respected, the legacy was great.
To the beautiful word, profit margin. We gotta make sure that religion stays profitable.
Ooh, you ain't lying. You absolutely not lying. Hey, the strongest thing in America is the American dollar. That honestly, man. Money is worth more than votes at this point.
It always has been. That's not new.
No, not always. I can't remember when it happened. I read about this earlier today, but there was a time where it was declared, it was justified somehow legally that companies were allowed to donate money to congressmen, like it was a legal thing. Like there was a time where they weren't supposed to be able to donate money the way that they are. Like all these people that are funded by the NRA that are getting money from lobbyists and all that. Yeah. There was a time where that was an illegal practice, and they deemed it constitutional that companies could pay into senators and representatives and all that. So it was not always where the dollar had the most mighty vote, but.
Well, I won't retract my statement, but I'll admit that I was wrong. But I will look this up, and I will be back next week.
We'll be back next week. So if I'm lying,
are we done right now?
Nah, you got me fucked up.
I'm just saying, like we got to do something. Like I posted on Facebook the other day. I was saying, regardless of the argument, wherever you stand, the violence, the liberals want to fix it this way, conservatives say this way. You
got to think about it, but most conservatives today are more fiscal Republicans than they are conservative traditional value Republicans.
Right.
Which people don't want to say out loud, but let's just be real here. Most Republicans are fiscal Republicans. Mm-hmm. Let's not sugarcoat it.
Right.
You're about your dollar. Don't lie to me, because you wrote some of your traditionalist ideas are fucking outdated too.
Right.
So let's be real. You know this dude like, yeah, that shit's kind of fucked up, but if it affects my bottom dollar, we're gonna roll with my money.
I called somebody out at church and it was bad because he was in front of the
Hold on, you went to church and called somebody for being a fiscal.
No. Let me back up. Let me be clear. As far as your comment that people are fiscal Republicans because they're about their dollars, I was having a conversation with somebody at church, and I tried not to get into politics because I don't like doing it at church. But they made a comment about how they really believed that Donald Trump was like a representative of God, and he was the. I was like, you know what? Stop it. Now you know.
Maybe
you are
right.
lying in God's house.
Maybe they're right. You know what I mean? Lucifer and Gabriel. Exactly. Maybe because honestly, Donald Trump is Gabriel compared to motherfucking Mike Pence.
I mean, yes,
Mike, no repentance.
Right, but you're taking like a 10 on the evil
between
scale
what
and
he
8
did
on
to
the
Indiana
evil scale.
and what the fuck Betsy DeVos did to Michigan. That,
right, but you're taking the scale of he's not as bad as that guy though. He's still pretty bad.
Well,
He's still a problem.
the lesser of two evils heard.
Yes. My problem with the statement that I heard was, if you say you voted for him because you're about your dollar and you want more money in your own pocket, admit that. Admit it.
Agreed.
Be honest.
Be honest with it.
But when you want to sit here and try to justify that he's the most Christian option stop it.
No, Mitt Romney
Stop.
was a better option than he ever was.
Absolutely. And people.
And then people they realize that now. Mitt Romney was a much better option for the GOP than people wanted to give him credit for.
Absolutely.
Even though he's a crazy ass Mormon, because John Smith up in some bullshit mountain. I don't want to get into that. Y'all have that. I'm not even going into that.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. Summer 2018, get at me because I will address that heavily.
Too deep.
South Park, thank you for having my back. Move that alone. Ooh, you're tripping.
Can we get into something lighter?
Yes, that's good.
You know, like light skinned people?
I mean, you might be the forerunner on that one.
I love getting into light school.
Like what?
Light school.
Well, light skinned squirrels?
Squaw.
What?
Light school.
Squaw.
The skin.
Oh my gosh! What else?
As
happened?
much as we like light skinned women,
Yeah. Monica La White Skin.
I want to get into something lighter.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right, let's talk about this for one thing. So, Black Panther came out this weekend. I'll admit, I'm a failure. I've not gone to see it yet.
I haven't seen it either. I don't think have any of us seen it yet.
I guess I'm a Black Panther because I pounce on both of my jobs every day.
We looking dumb as hell. All three of us ain't seen the damn movie yet.
Motherfucker came out Friday. I'm sorry, I don't feel that bad.
No,
Exactly.
I was talking all kinds of shit on Facebook.
It's Saturday.
You're right. It came out Thursday, first of all. But I was talking all kinds
Well,
of shit. on
Thursday at
Facebook.
what, midnight? We'll make that Friday, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Stop playing then.
Thank you.
Actually, now they're doing like 9 and 10 p.m. showings. So if we're gonna get real technical around here,
Yes, we should. You're right.
it came out Thursday night. But
Okay.
I feel bad because I talked a whole lot of shit about how I was pulling up first night, like doing all this stuff, and then life happened. And
I worked 18 hours on Thursday, 18 hours on Friday. Sorry, everybody. Just real life.
And I'm pretty sure the Panther understands.
Black Panthers are not paying for my fucking bills at all.
Yeah,
I
was
ain't
gonna-
been off since Valentine's Day.
Again, you know what? Women and Children or the WIC program, thank the Black Panthers for that. The actual Black Panthers, because they actually are the reasons why that happened.
Yep.
But I haven't seen the movie yet.
Is that a real fact?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Absolutely.
that's them. No lie.
But what I saw, so I've been so proud of the African American community because people are pulling up all kinds of ways at this premiere.
Yeah, I've
Have
seen
you
like crazy fucking things like the past like 18 hours, bro.
Like I was thinking, like I understood that the dashikis were gonna come out.
Oh, you already knew.
You already knew those were coming out. But I'm talking like head to toe, like, bro. I saw one dude in like the sandals and everything. I was like, stop it, stop it, bro.
Not the Birkenstocks, the Blackenstocks. A Negro with good feet, no ashy feet, no corns, with the clipped nails, with
Bruh.
some rope sandals on.
Like I was like, bro, did you get pedicured for the movie?
Yeah, he damn sure did.
Stop it.
He was like, hell yeah. He's like, Wakanda gonna see me. Ooh, nah.
Yeah, I'm here for the king.
Straight fired up. He's like, Wakanda gonna see me today.
Yeah, they were pulling up crazy though, and you know a lot of people talking about online of like.
Speaking of, I seen a video about Ben Shapiro about this. One of the most brilliant minds in this country. He's a great debater, but he usually debates against people who are usually in town halls, which I don't give him a lot of credit for. But when he debates against other great debaters, he usually holds his own.
Yes.
We have definitely completely different viewpoints, but I respect Brian's when I hear it.
Right.
But today, or I guess a couple of days ago, when that segment was filmed, he was mad ignorant.
What did he say?
He's basically, I'm gonna paraphrase for him. He said that black people in America are acting like Black Panther is the biggest thing that's happened to Black Americans since the proclamation or the abolishment of slavery.
First of all, you see this nonsense. Stop it, Stretch. You out here doing the most.
First of all, shout out to PETA. I'm not wearing them. I'm wearing fake animals. I'm not wearing no real fur. I might wear cow on my shoes. That's about as far as I'm gonna go.
You ain't rocking this shit.
No,
So
I'm
you
not.
know
Motherfucker, it is 85 degrees in here. You can only imagine outside. You got me fucked up.
If y'all didn't know, the S in Studio S stands for sweatshop. It's the Studio Sweat.
Look, assholes, it is not that hot today.
So you rock that shit right now. Nico, you will lose 75 pounds in this podcast. Well, that's such a crackhead in the podcast. That's why he did it right there.
That's why he was off.
Looking like Martin was when he went and did that. He did cocaine and sat in that damn plastic bag like Missy Elliott. Nigga almost died on the strip. You know what happened with Martin? He was messing around, dude.
Yeah.
Martin almost killed himself trying to lose weight for a role. That's me put on a plastic bag and did cocaine and walked around the city in L.A. What are you doing?
Yeah, wow.
Losing money, I gotta lose weight for this role. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna make this role.
You might live to see.
Need you to figure this out, Martin. Acting like Gina for no reason.
So I want to get back though. Let's get back to this comment from Ben Shapiro. So if I heard you correctly,
I was paraphrasing, by the way.
But the paraphrase is essentially that the African American community is acting like the Black Panther movie is the biggest thing to happen in their community since
the abolishment of slavery.
Emancipation Proclamation. See, so here's the thing. You look at how we pull up at how the general populace pulls up at the majority of superhero movies. If you go on opening night for Captain America,
it's awesome. I love cosplay.
It's awesome. It's amazing. There's cosplay all over the place. The very fact that this movie got so many black people excited, that got people.
They get like black children like in cosplay, which is rare.
People that would have never dressed up before for something.
Yeah, they weren't gonna get no candy for some random ass people. Like, it's even better. You know what I mean? Like they were like, we're gonna just because this. It's historic in its own right, but I get why people are like, oh my god, you guys are like you always trying to get.
Right. But to anybody, let me be clear. To anybody that thinks, oh, we're doing too much for the premiere of our movie, shut the fuck up. This is our fucking movie. We having a good fucking time. Y'all done all kinds of crazy shit for every other fucking movie. I've seen people make like armored suits for Iron Man. Like somebody I saw online, it took like 500 or 600 pieces of cardstock paper, spray paint, all this shit. Dude spent like $300 in like 500 hours to make a fully like armored looking Iron Man.
You think it's crazy for them? I'm like, you know.
So what do y'all mean?
African Americans, because I don't like becoming. I'm a black American. I don't like becoming African American because the Africans do not like that shit. If you don't, that's a whole different conversation though. But
that's news.
In all honesty. If they can bring out a Shaka Zulu movie, y'all gonna hate me. Loincloth and all. I'm gonna be ripped up and dudes at 300. I'm gonna be at the movie theater with some motherfucking 300 sandals on a loincloth, a shield, and a spear. I want a motherfucker to try me. It's gonna be on and popping.
Doing the most.
I will be doing the absolute most. You all got Braveheart. I need Shaka Zulu. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not gonna feel bad for saying it.
Facts.
I love that was the greatest miniseries ever created on cable television.
They didn't bring it back. Why didn't they bring it back?
Amazing.
And we sitting here talking about cosplay, motherfuckers doing shit like this.
Right, for real. So y'all gonna judge us when y'all showing up like this all the time. Sit down, relax. Okay, let us have our. Just because I buy a dashiki, which by the way, Walmart is making knockoff dashikis for like $8.
Yeah, sure.
Don't buy that.
So,
don't buy that. Don't buy that.
Don't buy that. First off, find you a company that is authentic, making authentic dashikis. But at the same time, stop judging us because we want to go buy something to show up for one night, have a good time, relax.
We're like, oh my god, but I do get mad because we're like, it's our month. Like, fuck, it's not our month. It's the fact that history needs to be expressed through truth. And honestly, even though Wakanda is a fictional place, Africa was a lot more civilized than what people give it credit
Wakanda's real to me, bro. I don't know about you.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that Africa is a continent. It sucks. I feel bad for that continent in general because people deem it to be the most uncivilized place in the world, but it's not the way it's depicted in the media. It's just not, and it's fucked up.
There are places that are bad.
There's bad places everywhere.
That's what I'm about to
Even Bethlehem is bad. That's the fucking country ass white people.
Like Bethlehem.
Absolutely. You got 12 jobs out there. You can work at like the Ace Hardware store, or you know what I mean, work at Napa Auto Parts or the convenience store.
First of all, there's only one of those out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't no jobs out there neither. But nobody's talking about that.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You're right.
That shit is upsetting to me. Absolutely.
You got a point though.
Even Jews in Brooklyn, like, hey, everybody can't work in the fucking high rises. There's Jews in Brooklyn right now who work regular ass jobs.
Yeah.
That's real.
And side note though, you think I can become a millionaire if I open up a restaurant called Wakanda and I serve traditional African dishes? You think
No, because honestly, if you're gonna make,
I'd have to be Wakandan dishes.
Honestly, I thought about making. Side note, this is gonna be completely off track, but I wanted to make like a street style soul food situation. Like it's kind of like a fusion, like kind of like that. But you're selling like the. You're selling, especially in the South. You're gonna make it Southern. You're selling old school plantations, fucking slave food. Where you're taking like the street parts of the animal and trying to make it edible. So you're gonna have to find a way to creatively set it up on a dish and make it appealing more than just being street food. It's not gonna be easy to do. But honestly, I thought it was coming on the menu for it. I thought it was like maybe 27 years old. I thought about that a while ago. So not that far ago, but long enough.
Thanks.
But I don't know. It would be cool though, because honestly,
I'm just saying if I saw a black-owned
slave food is not, or Southern food in general is not considered like great American cuisine, but yet it's American cuisine, and I think it's taken for granted culinary wise. That's my personal opinion.
Look, all I'm saying is I have brought people from other cultures, I'll say, to dinner with my family. And when they first get there and you're looking at the food in the place, be like, what is that right there? Like, yo, don't worry about that. Just make your plate. Just try it out and see how you feel. 15 minutes later, they can't talk because they won't stop.
You can't fuck with this pen.
Exactly.
Try it out.
You ain't worried no more. You ain't worried about nothing no more. Like, hey, do you know what you eat right there? I don't know, but it's good. Ask your mama, she got some more. Greedy ass.
Whatever. I mean, good food's good food, man. Good food and fellowship, you can't beat it anywhere. Besides, at Thanksgiving, when
when you sit there acting fake, telling lies about your life.
You ain't lying. You can give me good food, but I don't trust nobody's blankets.
It's like, how's your
You so stupid for that.
Yo, this man is childish, bro. I can't deal with this right now. What in the world?
Oh, man. Don't give me don't pass me no damn blanket. You cold? No, I'm not. Thanks. I've seen this movie.
This ain't the Trail of Tears.
First of all, I was from Oklahoma. down to Florida, by the way.
That was the Trail of Tears thing, though.
Yeah, yeah. But smallpox came from Jamestown colony over, but I'm not going into that.
You won't have this blanket.
No.
Don't worry about if you break out.
You're lying. Those are just hives. They'll go away in a week. I'll be dead in 2 weeks. So.
It'll go away in a week. You'll be dead in a day.
Ooh. Hey, man.
That's too much truth for this.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, slaying it right now. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing a podcast. You think I'm gonna care at this point?
I don't care.
Absolutely not. This is the after.
If you already didn't like me, you gonna hate me tonight. I promise God you are. You gonna hate me after tonight.
This is the extremely dark hour.
You ain't lying. Call me morbid, man, because I'm going in.
I got one more thing I want to address on the Black Panther thing, because a lot of people came at me sideways when I said this is the first predominantly black-led hero movie that we could rally behind. I got called out about Blade. I got called out about
yeah.
War Machine from Iron Man, Falcon from Captain America.
They ain't getting no movies.
Talking about Will Smith and Hancock.
Hold on, stop
First
it.
of all, yeah, sit the fuck down, Mr. Hancock.
Hold on, I got to go in. Once
ahead.
again, a homeless black dude who gets drunk as fuck, who can fly. Come on, man, you can't have that.
And he's an asshole the entire movie.
You can't get drunk in first class being a black dude, but he can fly and get drunk for cheap. Stop
It was
playing.
It was basically me with flying ability.
Basically. With the ability to fly, basically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hancock. You get 2 lotions down.
Right.
Because nobody's fucking with you. But that shit is
Two what
terrible.
down?
2 lotions down. Not one
I'm
drug
not
gets-
fucking with a single black superhero that don't use lotion the whole time in the movie. You gotta use it at least one time, man.
I just need to see you in one conversation. Just hit this one time.
Absolutely.
Just once.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
That's all we need. Just
You didn't even have to be rubbed at all. You just gotta have your motion out.
Yeah,
Like,
it can't be that gold bond. You can't be like Shaq have that body double. That nigga, you haven't been that small since you were 18 years old. Stop fronting, man. You 43 years old or 45 at this point.
stop it.
Lying. Gold bond.
Who you lying to?
Exactly. You got abs in this commercial. When the fuck did that happen? Stop lying.
You said they got them so fast. That's not your body, Shaq.
Absolutely not. Shacking a fool with your own body. I see you, man. Way to stay in character.
Body double.
I wanted to make double, not a body double. I mean, this is how I look at this. This is dumb. I can't fuck with that. But don't mind me. I'm observant and stuff.
That's as unbelievable as when he was trying to fit in that Buick.
Yo, he was in the back
Wait a
seat.
minute, what happened?
That Buick commercial. It was like a Buick Lacrosse. And he's got to sit in the Buick.
Absolutely not.
It was like there's no way you're sitting in that fucking Buick.
No.
He was, but there was no front row.
Yo,
Shotgun was actually like the trunk.
if you saw when he was working, wasn't he like working with the Miami Police Department at one point?
Yeah, he is
His
definitely.
police car actually had no back seat. Like they had to push his seat so far back that when they put anybody in the back, they just had to lay him down on top of the on top of the seat because there was no floor space at all.
I believe that.
Yeah. You're not a small person.
That's one of those. If I'm getting arrested by Shaq, I'm like, yo, like, Shaq, come on, dog. Like, I appreciated what you did for the heat, but can you please get me another car? Please call somebody else to arrest me, like anybody.
You have to like get a custom made one if he's gonna be on the force.
Right, of course. Which he'll probably pay for, so more power to him, I guess. But that's one big fucking dude. I don't know how you live that being that fucking huge.
Lexington Steele, would you call the show?
What?
Huh?
Lexington Steele, would you please call the show? Please. You live it every day.
Jesus, man. Anyway.
Here's a real question: Would any of y'all go after Shaq?
And what?
You talking about a fight? A basketball game? What are you?
No, after Shaq.
Go. Oh, you talking about? Stop it. Like, I know exactly what this dude is talking about.
I mean,
You're childish, and no, absolutely not.
I mean, why not? If I found a girl attractive, and I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Bruh, like,
You can't. You're gonna do what you want to do in there
That's
because
a-
it's gonna be like this.
that's
I'm sorry. Last time I checked, no one wins everything.
Look,
You're gonna lose at some point in life.
all I'm saying is, like,
If I get to get L and feel like I still won, I'm gonna do that.
would you buy a car that's been in 3 major car accidents?
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because after one major car accident, it doesn't quite work the same. You can fix some shit, but it might not be the same after that.
Hashtag you can't fix stupid, but I'd be stupid if I turned down Shawnee O'Neal.
Ooh, you have a point.
I'm done with that conversation. They would turn down a smart executive down on television.
You talking about Shaq's ex-wife?
Yeah, she's brilliant. As a TV executive, she's doing her goddamn thing.
You know what I think?
She is.
I just don't know.
And she has a knee-long face that doesn't age. That is true.
That's black people in general, though.
Why'd he leave her
Black
then?
don't crack.
Because she wouldn't let him put it in the booty.
That's the moment right there. That's the moment this whole podcast went to shit. We were good. That's the moment right there where the whole fucking show just went to shit. Damn it, man. I can't stand y'all.
Underdog, put that on a t-shirt.
Stop it.
Is that a deal breaker? Do we have to put that on a poll?
Please. Yes.
If it get there that long, he was like, man, I'm tired of sticking my thumb in here. Like, I'm tired of this shit. His thumb was like a 7-inch dick, so he's like, man, I'm tired of thumbing the shit out of you right now. I'm just tired of this. Bitch, I pinched your arteries, your nerves. I've literally thumped you in the cervix. Like, I didn't.
Stop! I'm trying so hard to not respond to this shit. I'm trying so hard to not deal with y'all. Y'all, man. Hey, we are never doing another fucking 3 a.m. podcast. This is some bullshit. The fuck that I go to. God. Y'all out here doing the most right now. My goodness, man. I'm out here trying to talk about my favorite superhero movies and stuff. And y'all out here.
We talk about a superhero. Steel? Kazam? Like what do you want? Which one do you want?
Stop it. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of, things that people love around here these days. How was everybody's Valentine's Day?
Hey, Valentine's Day. Wednesday. I stopped at Castaways and got that free shot for singles. That was dope. It was a Victoria's Secret shot.
Nice.
Shout out to Castaways for doing that.
How was it work? The usual.
The usual. Like, I'm pretty sure that's who you're dating at this point. Like that's your love life, is your job. Or actually probably your payday. Because the way you work, you gotta be at least loving that.
I don't make engineering money, but I'm doing okay though. I can't lie. I'm doing all right.
Respect it, man. Everybody's on the grind out here, bro.
I mean, I can go back to school and get my engineering money. Don't try me like I can't go back and get it.
Oh, dude. Do you? I am all for us being excellent, bro.
Absolutely.
Do you? Reach, bro. Reach.
That's it. Everything is feasible. It just work, man. It just is.
I hate making these polls with this Facebook name.
Yeah, that like it's too personal now.
It's way too personal.
It's like a live. It's like a live journal. He's got a live journal, and it's not even who he is.
I feel fucking gross right now making this post.
You should feel
making
gross.
this. I should feel. You guys are the ones who brought this up.
At what point did I ever bring up anything about this? I started us at superheroes, and we got here somehow. That is not on me.
First of all, when you get this teddy bear dance, this is what I wanted for Valentine's Day. For all those who really say they care about me, if you show like this, I got my Ted costume, it'd have been very good around her.
Do we have that footage?
Yes, he's got it.
So you're just gonna get that footage. So look, I'm just saying, you got it. Like, yes, everybody knows. If you're in a relationship, you already know Valentine's Day you're gonna get laid.
No, I mean, like I said, you can not be in a relationship or be in a relationship with somebody else, but know that you love someone else. Because honestly, the two lies I hear in this world that they're the biggest I've ever heard in my life is who someone else is fucking and who they love. Because 9 out of 10 times they're lying about one of them, guaranteed. 9 out of 10, that's a 9% fact. They're lying about one of them. Because people will be with somebody, but they don't really. The person who truly love is that person who they're not with.
But that to
And
me
people
is
lie
just-
about who they're fucking guaranteed all the time.
See, I've heard that a lot. Like, you're with somebody, but you love somebody. But I think that's a lot of just the grass is greener on the other side feeling. Like, when you got with that person, you felt that same way about it. It's just because you get comfortable, you're used to it. So you start looking around like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. And, that might be better, blah, blah.
And sometimes the pasture was better before you even cross over to the other pasture. But you chose not to, and then other things went awry, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to stare through the fence because I can't go over there anymore.
I mean,
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I get it. I just remember a friend of mine, and he got pretty drunk this one day, and we were at a bar, so he starts, going around the bar, playing around, and like, we'll talk to people, and like, I'll let you, like, if you're my boy, and I'll let you flirt or whatever, but especially if like your girlfriend is a good friend of mine, like, there's a line, and I'm not gonna let you cross that. Like, I'll especially if I know you're just drunk, I'm not gonna let you fuck up your life because you're drunk, So he was talking to some girl. And I noticed it got kind of to that point where I was like, all right, dude, like, you're pretty smashed already. We need to get out of here. We're leaving, and in the car on the way home, we're talking about it. He starts getting, like, frustrated or whatever. And he's like, I love my girl, but it's like fuck, man. Like, he's like, I don't know. And I was like, what don't you know? Like, talk to me. Explain this to me. And his exact comment was, I miss the feeling of pulling a girl's panties down and not knowing what her pussy's going to look like. I really have no way to counsel that. I don't know what.
Entitlement.
He plays too much.
Elaborate on that. What you mean?
Stop.
You know exactly what I mean.
Warning people slowly. There was a llama in the background. For those who didn't know, we have an animal on the set. And that cackle you heard was actually our jackal we have on it. Okay.
Why y'all play so much? Why you play too much?
On the ones and twos, Wayne Rutherford, aka Beast Boy, in the house.
You're lying. Michael Winslow Jr. Oh, my Lord.
Like we don't have all those animals in studio right now.
True enough.
Bitch, in this hot ass studio, half of them will die. What you talking about?
It's not even hot in here right now.
Use a damn lie.
It is not hot in here right now.
Not enough. Hold on. You know what's hot right now? The fact that Prince had the outfit on, he had kicked out of Destiny's Child by Beyonce and her stylist. I sent you that video. I don't know if you got it right now, but Lord have mercy. This Negro was, man, and I'm a Prince fan, but I was like, ooh.
What is this that happened? I missed this one.
Man. He had to be a symbol when this came out. I would not put my name on this. I was the symbol.
I'm not following. What's going on?
You better see it.
I don't think you sent this to me.
I
Wait, did you just send it to me?
thought I sent it to you last night. This is just, this man is doing Prince-like things. No, I'm a Prince fan. I was like, man, I don't know.
No, I don't have this.
His swag was it was beyond. It was beyond a pale. Like I don't know if you can really like fix or change this.
Haven't
It was unicorn-esque.
Unicorn-esque.
Like if Michelle and Beyonce had like a man baby. Michelle from Destiny's Child. She got kicked out of the group too, like LaToya did.
I don't know why, but the minute you said Michelle, for some reason my mind went straight back to Obama.
I can understand that.
No idea.
Michelle is maybe the smartest first woman ever.
Hey,
Not some woman ever to be in the White House though, because I'm not a conservative. Condoleezza Rice is brilliant.
Yes, but she's the first one with two. Michelle is the first one with 2 Ivy League degrees. Is that correct?
That was a first lady, yes.
As a first lady, yes.
That's agreed. Not to be egregious. Look at that smile on his face. Go ahead and play it.
He's got some shit over there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some shit coming.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it.
Say it. Stop being scared, boy.
You guys knew what I was gonna say.
Nope. You say
No,
it.
we don't.
Yes, you do.
Nah, I guess I don't.
I don't think the viewers know. I don't think the viewers understand.
Sipping slowly.
Let the people get to know you, Mr. Dwayne. Let the people know the real you, sir.
See, I need you to stop doing that on air, okay?
Alright.
Even though if I ever get an executive producer, like it's gonna say that's probably what it's gonna say is.
So what's the problem? I'm setting you up for greatness in the future.
Nah, because people already know where to make my checks to. Like,
Oh shit! My man said you know where to cut the check.
You know
Wait a
where the check
minute.
goes.
Yo.
There's no need to put that on there.
Hold on. Check your blanket.
You should check yourself.
Ooh, those aren't scabies. But as you were saying, so go ahead.
Would you give Michelle Obama the business?
See, why you gotta be like this, man?
Little Dicky said yes.
Lil Dicky absolutely said he. I think that what was it? In a year he might bend over Michelle Obama, something like that.
Yep.
I will say no.
Why would you say no?
If we're talking about like who she is, like
We didn't say
person,
Thanos. He said, "Why did you say no?"
Why did I say no? If we're talking about who she is, like that person, as far as like it being like the first lady, like I just can't look at her like that.
You're intimidated by her intelligence.
No, it's not that I'm intimidated by it. It's like I can't look at her as like a sexual thing when I'm like dealing with like how like
because
I don't know, man. Because I look up to and respect Obama that much. Like I can't look at his wife and be like, damn, I'd like no, I can't think about it like it's not in my brain.
But he would fuck Laura Bush if she has one titty.
Stop it. Absolutely.
He probably would. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly.
God, I can't wait for this shit to be over. I hate y'all so fucking much. I think I need new friends, yo.
He only cuddles on one side, so it works out for him.
You're intimidated by her brain, bro. Just say it.
I'm not intimidated by anything. I respect the hell out of her brain. I respect Michelle Obama. And I'm not going to...
The same dude who say he'd be scared to be homeless ain't intimidated by nothing.
Truth.
I'm sorry, what?
You
when
said
did I say that? I may have... 2 podcasts ago, motherfucker.
I'd rather go 33rd.
Do we have the footage?
Do we have 33rd?
Do we have the footage?
I'd rather go 33rd to be homeless. It's hot out here.
Pull that up immediately.
I don't think we have. I don't think we have the tape.
Exactly.
I don't think we have that on tape anywhere.
He has a tiny temper. Shout out to Tiny Temper though from the UK.
Hey, you haven't answered the question yet. Michelle Obama.
That dude because I honestly I'm trying to get that check.
Gold digging ass.
I knew it. I didn't even have to ask him because I knew the answer he was going to give me.
Gold digging ass motherfucker over here.
You the one over here talking about you respect her mind and her intellectual and all that shit.
Like you can't.
No, I'm talking about him.
I'm like you can't look at like Obama and be like, oh, like
yes, you can.
Like,
no, but no disrespect to her by any means. Like she's a very educated woman. I respect her for what she's done. I wish she actually would have written a lot more as a first woman than actually spoken. And that sounds like terrible to say because honestly, transcripts can get tossed and thrown away because you don't own them.
Right.
I want a memoir in her own words of being the first woman for 8 years.
Right. Absolutely. And
that comes out, I'm buying it.
And I'm confused
period.
Because I wish that she when she was the first woman, like you were saying, I wish she would have been out there more. In certain ways, I wish she would have been out there more, like fighting on certain political grounds. But I think she also did the perfect job of a first lady or first mate, whatever.
Absolutely.
Call him, because she supported Obama well. Like they were probably as far as people that I've seen in the White House,
very united.
The couple that looked like they actually fucking liked each other.
Yeah.
Out of all the couples that I've seen in the White House, like
yes.
in my very short lifetime that I've lived. I don't know if y'all can attest to anything. I mean, artists call in and tell us about the 50s or whatever. But
tell us about the Kennedys.
He watched George Washington. He watched George Washington chop down a cherry tree. He was there. And nigga was in the background.
You know what's funny about that joke is I could have seen you go 2 ways. I thought you were gonna say George Washington Carver.
Scientists who made over 300 products developed out of peanut butter. That guy was an absolute genius. He said that guy said to make the conventional unconventional. That is awesome. Love that dude.
I could have seen you go either way with that.
Shout out to Camille.
Either way,
that's her
either
dude.
way applied.
Camille, you got a George Washington Carver reference. There you go.
It's fucking 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm gonna put that on a poll. Which one was artists around for? George Washington or George Washington Carver?
Yeah.
I want option D. Nuts.
And then y'all wonder why he's taking a break.
I would come
Y'all
at this
wonder
shit.
why he's sick of y'all asses.
Give me a break. He's right there. Oh my god.
Can I just get this Prince video up real quick?
Yeah.
I can't find this Prince video. What the fuck are you talking about?
Send it to you.
You send it to me again? Which me did you send it to?
Dwayne Rutherford. That one.
By the way, if y'all don't know, there is I guess it's going to be used as majorly like a backup account, but there is a official Stretchy Stretch Facebook that you guys can still add, tag, and all that stuff. It works the same way. So hit him up. I think he's already added back like 200 people to that one. So
we had
just in case,
56 mutual friends about 2 hours ago. Should be like 108 or 125 now.
Just in case Zuck wants to get happy on us again, go ahead and add that page.
If you Zuck, why?
Zuck can't stop me, man.
Bro. Yo, Zuck, here's my how does Facebook decide who they're going after? Like, somebody with a Facebook name that isn't their legal name is not the biggest fucking offense out here. All the shit that's getting shared on Facebook.
If you generate enough people towards, I guess, your following or your channel, so what? They're gonna monitor you somewhat.
Yeah, but I feel like there's got to be somebody out there just reporting people or doing something. Because how do you judge that? Like, okay, like we know Spunk went to Facebook jail. She deserved that shit. But I mean, shit, you can't. Come on now.
Shout out to Shells.
Glad you're free. We glad you're free. But
give her his free.
You fucked up and you went to jail and it happened. And I ain't being nice because y'all calling me fucking Ice Queen and shit on your podcast. So I ain't being nice right now. Don't worry. Josh, Torrin, y'all can get it later. I'm going to get to y'all. But anyways, somebody, I think, had to be out here just being malicious and report the account or something. Because there's no way somebody sitting at Facebook headquarters getting paid to look up Facebook. Stretchy. I don't think that's his real name. Let's fuck up his day. Absolutely fucking not. One of y'all out here is being a bitch. So whoever it is, I need you to bring your ass to the front of the congregation. We got to have a conversation about this. Whoever you are, we need to talk. Because that was fucked up.
Well, you done preaching?
Oh, I'm done preaching.
And they're the tambourine right now.
Well, all right. Say I fucking won't.
You ain't lying. Drum circle, hurry.
Fuck around and catch the Holy Ghost on y'all. Say I won't.
You gonna fuck around and catch the Lynx bus, keep talking about dumb and shit. Fucking around.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, I've been getting into this story. Hold on. I've been holding on to this for a while.
Oh, I saw
Man donates one of his kidneys to a woman and proposes to her, and she says no.
Look, I saw that on
I'm not a visual person or spiteful.
I'm not.
I would have reached into her and stole my kidney.
And I'm being real with you too, because I ain't petty like that. But bitch, give me my kidney back.
You're right. Bitch, are you kidding me? Oh my god.
But here's my problem. You made good on your end of the deal before you ever got any agree. Y'all weren't even engaged when you gave her the kidney.
Yep,
Don't matter.
Bruh, I don't
matter.
No.
What world are we living in? I give you a kidney.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you a kidney.
Right. But at the same time, you didn't, you got to set up those terms ahead of time.
No, you don't. Give me my kidney back.
Oh, I'm with, don't worry. I would snatch my fucking kidney out of that bitch. Like, if I'm down on one knee, and when you say no, as I'm getting up, I'm going to uppercut the shit out of you to knock
Give
you
me
out.
my
I'm
kidney
cutting
back.
my shit out, and I'm out of here. Fuck you mean no.
Give me all of my kidney back. I want the portion of it you used.
Shit.
I want all of that back.
Absolutely.
Yo, man. It's like a charge. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, he's down on bended kidney.
I might.
Oh my goodness.
That's a boys to organs. Love that album, by the way. Ooh, that's a terrible situation, boy. Lord have mercy.
What they call that kidney harmony?
Ooh, man, better than me, Lord.
I'm just saying, bro, like, how do you go?
Give my kidney back again.
I just don't see how you go.
They were kindred spirits. Like, no, bitch, no, they weren't. Bitch tried me. She got half off. Took the whole thing. You know what I call that? A rip off. Fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Yep, I'm going to hell. I know.
Stop it.
This being real, man. Stop playing. She did that man wrong as fuck.
I'm just saying, for real, that shit sucks. That shit absolutely sucks, man.
You know what doesn't suck? Suspected poacher killed and eaten by a pack of lions. That was one of the best stories of the week.
Oh, I saw that.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, what?
Poacher
Poacher?
got killed by a pack of lions.
You fucking deserved it.
It was
Look,
amazing.
Why you go out there fucking with people that don't want to be fucked
That's
with?
what happens when you play too much.
You ain't lying. You know.
Exactly.
No problem with that. In other corporate downsizing news,
Was it the Jimmy John's guy?
Look,
that was the best day ever.
I saw something that was I don't know how real of a story it was, but it was someone that was trying to kill an elephant, and when he killed it, the elephant fell on him and he died. And I was like, that's what you fucking get.
Darwinism.
That's exactly what you fucking
Trolito.
like you earned that ass whooping. Like
Yes, you did.
shit happens. Bro, I don't get it though. I don't get why people have the desire to go fuck with wild animals. Like what are y'all doing?
Well, because hunters and gatherers, domestication only happens through the fact of trial and error. So somebody had to do it.
Yeah, somebody that wasn't me. Look, if
Okay, you're one of them. That's probably, let's see. I forgot how many.
And I'm saying
we'll just say 500 million people live on this planet ever.
But I'm saying from my perspective, y'all motherfuckers look crazy from where I'm sitting. Because I'm in a comfortable house. I'm fairly safe.
You want to get in a roller
makes
coaster,
me-
so you don't count. That's soft.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
You got a roller coasters?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm still
But-
trying to contain myself from earlier. I'm sorry, guys.
Jesus, production manager over here.
I have the video.
You have the video?
We're going to the footage. I'm scared.
The Prince thing that you gave me.
Absolutely. Looking like he got kicked out of... Man, he got kicked out of Destiny's Child. That shit was crazy as fuck. When I told you that LaToya and Michelle had a love child and it was Prince, look at his outfit. He went to Plato's Closet for this shit. The whole thing.
There's nothing our next guest can't do. He arranged,
No, you didn't see
produced,
this, boy. You did
composed,
not
and
see
performed
this.
his last album entirely by himself. I mean,
He had
nobody else was
one
there.
rumper before it was even cool.
He was running, man. Probably playing the drums, playing
A
guitar,
rumper
everywhere,
Whitney
going
has.
everywhere by
I was like,
himself.
look at
And the
this
only way we
Negro
know
here.
is because he also
That's
took
when you know you're a
pictures
rock
of the whole
star.
thing.
Right. And the song he's going to sing is called I Want to Be Your Lover. And if he's as hot as he is funky, look out.
Right. Please welcome Prince.
That's a rumper.
You really gonna talk bad on Prince?
Rest in peace, Prince. And that outfit.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck is that?
Is it cut off at the midsection? Is that what I'm seeing there? Is that? Oh my goodness.
And I grew up on Prince's music. Like, my mom was a huge Prince fan. But,
I'm gonna need Ryan P to call in and explain this shit.
yeah, like,
Yo.
once again, 2 weeks in a row, Ryan P can beat your people.
How do you think that could be classified as a romper?
I don't know what the hell that is.
You can tell the rest of the band doesn't know what that is either.
Hey, we gotta play to the music. Play
That's
to the
some shit
music.
that his mother sewed together for him. It was like, baby,
No,
you go
no,
with
no,
fat
no, he
piece.
made Purple Rain. She gave up on that shit a long time ago. Yo, stop. That shit is strange. That shit's strange. Like, she wasn't dealing with that no more. She let him go. He looks like a hot mess. Like, he went to Forever 21 and just forgot it was Forever 21. It's Forever 51, 61, 71, 81. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you wearing? Like,
Just with an infinity sign, just forever infinity.
you ain't lying. Like, that shit is crazy as fuck.
Yo, he's out here doing the most right now. Like, what are those shoes?
Okay, you wear the outfit to Black Panther tomorrow.
Absolutely not. How much you get paid, first of all? But absolutely not.
First of all, see the outfit at Black Panther, it would be the best thing ever in my life because I would have laughed and I'm not going to go in the movie. I don't eat the movie.
Nope.
I'm thoroughly entertained in the lobby. I was just about popcorn and laughed for 2 hours straight by myself.
Nope. Absolutely not. You couldn't pay me enough.
How much ass he getting after the show right here?
Man ass.
That's the thing. He still could probably pull with that.
It's no problem. He did that.
He did it on purpose. He meant to do this.
What was the purpose? What was the?
Because he's Prince.
Pretty much.
More power to him. I mean, you can't hate on the greats, you know. But damn.
I'm sorry.
Look,
I would have fired my stylist. You tried the shit out of me. This is all the fabric we got left. This is all the fabric we got left. Bitch, you better sew something together. You tried the shit out of me.
Oh man.
Give me 3 garbage bags, a Ziploc, and something else. I'm sorry.
Prince the Trooper, man. He was like, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work, baby.
Look, man. Let me just give a public service announcement.
Prince, we have no more budget in our fabric.
You ain't lying.
All I'm saying, I can't do this right no more. All I'm saying is this: look, if you see a celebrity wearing something that does not make it appropriate for you to do it, okay? That's all I'm saying.
no.
You can't do what they do. You can't wear Rihanna's outfits if you don't look like Rihanna. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Don't be out here doing the most if you can't keep up. All right, I'm done. I'm signing off. I love all of y'all. Y'all have a good week. Pillow Talk coming at y'all Monday night. It's gonna be a good time. I'm done, man. I can't deal with these two. I don't know why the fuck I agreed to a 4 a.m. podcast. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out.